Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, we're here in Golden, British Columbia, sitting on the river, and wanted to probably make a couple videos here. But the first one, wanted to recap the first week of the trip.
Yep.
The last week we spent in the United States, and really the big thing that we kicked off with was that hike in Circa the Towers in the Wind River range.
Wyoming. It was really pretty. I think overall it was 17 miles. We did it in 3 days. And snow really slows you down a little bit, for sure.
Thank God we got those snowshoes. We got a used pair of snowshoes or 2 pairs for $35 a piece. And we definitely needed them because the snow was soft. It was super deep.
And I think we've used them on every single hike since.
Yeah.
Definitely getting our money's worth.
Super difficult. But yeah, on the hike into the Cirque, so we hiked from the Big Sandy Trailhead to Big Sandy Lake and set up camp there. And it's spring, the snow's melting. There were a few river crossings. I think it was the first one. I dropped my bear spray in the creek and had to go running after that.
Picked it up. And the next one, there was a little bit of snow cover and there was like a log. And I went to cross it and I post-holed right through and almost fell into the second one. Luckily, Justin was able to save me, but otherwise that would have been a cold night.
That would have been a disaster. You had your tent too.
I had the tent.
We would have just gone back.
It would have been an out.
Yeah. But no, thankfully, so we made it to Big Sandy Lake, kind of hiked up onto like a little perch above and set up camp. It was first time kind of setting up all the gear. It was first time camping in the snow.
Well, we had the first set of backpacking meals, which were delicious.
That's right. Yeah, all the meals worked out great. We made goulash with some dried beef. That was all right. We made kale and bean soup with ham. That was pretty good. And then we made mushroom risotto.
That was delicious.
That was so good. So yeah, we'll be making that a lot more. But yeah, so we did that. You're getting really good at starting fires.
Yeah, I made a lot of fires. We brought the stove, like the natural gas stove and the twig stove. Boiled water on both of them. So starting to get the whole backpacking setup all dialed in, which is exciting because I feel like in Denali there's not that much room for error.
Right. So, yeah, and the less fuel we have to carry, the better. So if we can use wood, that's great.
Exactly.
But yeah, so it was great. It was good to see kind of sunsets and sunrise from a camp spot where it was spectacular.
The third day was super pretty. Yeah. Gorgeous views of the Cirque. I think we were probably the first people or one of the first people out there that season, so we had to break trail, but seeing like that whole kind of panorama of mountains with snow on it.
You're just surrounded by mountains, and they're all super close, pretty jagged peaks. It was something else. And we found that neat, message canister in a tree, so we couldn't tell if we were on trail most of the way, but you have an idea of where you're going. You're just headed to this mountain pass. We passed this tree and there was a PVC pipe that said open me. And there was a notepad and pencils inside. So, we got to read messages from people who did it before us the previous year.
Yeah, last year everyone was trying to do some climbing up there. So we got some beta for some climbs that we definitely couldn't do because there was way too much snow.
Yeah. But yeah, that was just one of the most breathtaking views I had ever seen, and certainly a great way to kick off the trip.
Definitely.
But the way back, snowshoeing, I think it was 2 p.m. when we started to make our way back to camp. The sun had been shining. The snow was so soft, and it got real shady. Just sliding down hills.
We did more skiing than we did snowshoeing on the way back, but we made it back safe and sound, and we got rained on a little bit, which got a little cold.
Yeah, but thankfully the rain stopped pretty quickly. Had another good relaxing night at camp, and then I think in the morning we just decided, look, we both got up around 6 a.m. The snow's hard.
Yeah.
let's just pack up and get out of here.
Yeah.
So we like hightailed it back to the car. You know, I
Saw
think
a moose.
yeah, saw a moose. We took outdoor showers.
Oh yeah, that was
like,
clutch.
it's like
So
It
nice.
was so good to shower, you know, just boil some water in the kettle, shower in the sun, nobody around. That's fine. So yeah, but we did, one of the reasons we were so happy to shower is I think both of our feet were frozen by that time, just hiking through the snow, snowshoeing through the snow.
My boots were like 8 years old.
Yeah.
No longer waterproof.
And my boots, the soles had separated from the uppers, so they're just like packing themselves with snow. So that I think was one of the first things we did when we got out of the park is we ran up to Jackson, just got new boots.
New boots. Another pair of socks for you.
Yeah, exactly. And kind of started scheming about what was next, and
the weather wasn't looking super good, I think, right? So
it was okay at this point. Yeah, it was like it's been gray the whole time,
Yeah.
but we headed into Idaho. I know we wanted to do Sawtooth Lake. That looked really pretty. And on the way, we saw this Craters of the Moon National Monument, which neither of us had ever heard of.
So,
Yeah.
might as well. And we were reading the description, and it was like, oh, you could do some caving. And we were like,
Yeah, we're like,
okay,
caves. Oh,
sweet,
yeah, okay. We haven't been in caves in a while. And so, yeah, we parked up outside there for the night. Decided to practice our Spanish by playing Scrabble in Spanish.
I've
which
never,
is so difficult.
never thought that hard in my entire life. The game took us like 4 hours. I was just like,
Yeah.
trying to figure out.
Yeah, you really get hosed towards the end when you're trying to
There's
figure
just
out.
no words with doubles.
Or like 2-letter words and we have no vocabulary.
It was hard.
It's very difficult. But Craters of the Moon was totally worth stopping into.
Yeah.
Got to walk around, see into some of the volcanic craters, and then hike through some lava tubes. So that was good. It wasn't busy or anything.
Oh, yeah, that was really nice.
Great way to spend a day. And then yeah, I think we just made our way up to Sawtooth.
Yeah.
Up to the Sawtooth Range.
Sawtooth Range, yeah. The drive up was really pretty across follow the lake all the way up. Stay the night in Iron Creek campgrounds right next to the Sawtooth Range, and then the next day we did a nice little, it was like 6 mile, 10 miler, 10 miles, 3K invert or so.
Yeah, and it was still snowshoes.
All snowshoes.
So, but yeah, again, I think the weather held out when we got to the top. It was really pretty.
It was gorgeous up there.
Yeah. Was that where the stove broke though?
Oh yeah. I had a stove that my parents bought me when I was in high school, and that was that stove's last trip.
Yeah.
Kind of got up, I tried to turn it on, no gas was coming out.
And so I climbed a tree to take down a dead tree to take down some wood to use the twig stove. And while I was in that tree, started hearing this buzzing, and I just got terrified that I had woken up this hornet's nest or something. It turns out it was just some prick flying his drone.
Yeah, it
over
really
the
sounded
pass.
like bees though.
It was terrifying. So that ended up being pretty good.
Ended up getting the stove to work, had our meal, hiked back down, had a grand old time, and then we saw a good weather window for
In Glacier.
so we took it.
Drove up to Glacier. And you know, I've been to Glacier before in the
This was my
summer.
first time.
Yeah, and so I wanted to do some stuff around the Pole Bridge area, and so we ended up hiking the Numa Lookout Trail, which was nice. It kind of was like East Coast hiking for the first 80% of it, just through the woods.
Beautiful lake.
Yeah, it was really neat. And then we got above the tree line, and there was more snow. So we got up there, and yeah, it was just a gorgeous view of the lake and the valley. But unfortunately, we took a look at the weather,
Did not look good.
yeah, things started looking really hairy, kind of all around that area in the U.S. Kind of like Yellowstone, Glacier, even southern Canada.
Yeah.
Southern Canada was a little better, so yeah, we decided to hightail it to Canada, and
Yep, and that kind of ended the U.S. portion, and
And here we are.
here we are in Canada.
Yeah. So awesome. I think we'll wrap that there.
Yeah, until next time, we'll talk about Canada and all the shenanigans we got up into there.